One thing that just came to mind, and I can't believe neither one of us three have touched this. That Benn name is big in boxing, but that Benn name is bigger in boxing in the United States for what reason? What is Nigel Benn
Gerald
known for?
McClellan.
Yes, the G-Man. Gerald McClellan is brain dead. He's a vegetable now since that fight. So don't you think that that family should be extra sensitive for fighter safety? I'm not the jury here. I'm not a judge.
No,
nothing. I can't
hell
believe
of
we
a-
haven't addressed that. But Conor Benn and Nigel Benn should be extra sensitive to what goes in their body, because we have a potential Hall of Famer in Gerald McClellan. The reason for our entire charity and our foundation, the Warrior Foundation, Conor Benn's daddy was, and I'm not accusing Nigel Benn whatsoever. You know, that was a beating. That was a hellacious fight. But I feel like it should be in their back of their mind. That should be something they stand for, is to be extra careful for what goes in their body for the safety of the man that's across from you, man. I didn't even think about that until just right now.
AJ.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Well, I think the issue with like I think everyone, fighter safety is such a tough issue. And over the past few years, it's like, it's really hit home with me because I shot a video with Max Davashev and then he passed away. And then Charles Conwell, someone I view like a little brother, and to see the stigma that was carried over to him based on his fight with Patrick Day and just the way people treated him, that's tough. I think the issue is with fighters more than any other athlete, people love to just brush under the rug. Oh, well, they know what they're signing up for. I forget who I was on a podcast the other day. It was Sean Fitzgerald of Boxing Rundown. And he made a great point where he said, driving a car is very dangerous and you could get in a car accident. But if you get in a car accident, we don't always just blame, oh man, he was using a car. That's what happens. But for boxing, how often do we excuse and desensitize? Oh, well, he's a boxer, so then of course he's going to get brutally damaged. And I think that's also part of the unhealthy relationship of us as spectators. Some people use and abuse and commodify a fighter and throw them away. I try to look as a fighter as a human life and try to respect the fact that they're doing something brave. But I think that there's a huge disconnect for a lot of people of the human being, the fighter.
Look, I ain't gonna say no names, but I talk to well-off fighters, trainers who've been in the game, Hall of Famers, just good fighters. They say every fighter. I ain't gonna put that jacket on every fighter back because I don't know that. I'm not there. I don't see what these guys do. We know it's cheating in boxing, but they say every fighter cheats, right? And what you speaking on about the money, if you cheating, you winning, you get all the money, you gonna keep doing it, right? And what they say, if you can get away with something, you're gonna keep trying to get away with it until you get caught. Conor Benn got caught today. You said something earlier, right? And I'm not like, especially in boxing or even in any sport that's physical like that, I don't believe in second chances no more when it comes to steroids. Because a second chance, how can we trust that guy? How can we know this guy in boxing, yeah, he might be clean for a couple of fights, but he won't do it again, right? So I don't believe in it. I think it should be a strict statement made by boxing that if you use performance enhancing drugs, you're done. And that's the only way. That's the only precedence that's going to be set that could clear up this problem we have in the sport of boxing.